I don't want to tackle. I don't want to be hit anymore. I don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. to go do a field goal block meeting. I really, really have no interest in those.
Okay.
Don't want to stay after for the PA meetings. And,
Okay.
Yeah. I just really enjoy setting my own schedule and doing what I like to do, and generally don't love all those things and having a guy count my reps as I do pull-ups in the weight room,
Yeah. So you just want to play Pro Bowl football, sounds like. You just want to play Pro Bowl football. We don't want to tackle. We don't want to be held accountable. We don't want to do any of that. I obviously had a chance to play in a Pro Bowl game with you. Late in the fourth quarter, I was trying to get you back on the field with Andrew and with the Pouncies, I believe I was trying to get back on the field because if we were to win, that'd be a $40,000 difference for me. And although you didn't care, I certainly did. And I think you took the Pro Bowl very seriously. You were the player MVP in 2015, I do believe, of the Pro Bowl. And obviously for the last 10 years, 15 years, the Pro Bowl has certainly become something that not a lot of football people are proud of. Now, can't blame the players for not wanting to get injured. Can't blame the players for what it has become. And obviously the NFL isn't the only league that's trying to figure out their all-star game. But yesterday, whenever Drake May gets announced as a Pro Bowler after winning
two games,
and obviously I think Drake would even say he didn't plan on becoming a Pro Bowler, you put out a tweet that said, let's just start calling it the Participation Bowl instead of the Pro Bowl. This used to mean something. I heard it actually in his voice say, this used to be special. This used to be something awesome. What are your expanded thoughts on the Pro Bowl, and is it savable? I don't think it is. I don't think there's any right answer, Jage.
I think it's okay to just admit that something has run its course. I think there was obviously a time where it held a serious level of prestige and honor, and guys went and thoroughly enjoyed it and played and put in some great effort. I mean, obviously the Sean Taylor clip comes to mind. But I think over the years, the way the business has grown and the way that the risk level has gone through the roof for if you're a guy in a contract year or if you were, God forbid, to get hurt in that Pro Bowl, what it means for your next season, what it means for your career, for these teams. It just does not make sense. It just is what it is. So understandably, that's why they've gone to this, flag, playing capture the flag format, which is, fine, well and good.
It's flag football. It's in the Olympics. Please, I'll have you know.
Okay. But anyways, we've gone to whatever this is. So I get it. It's just, but we can't be calling guys Pro Bowlers. We can't be saying this is a Pro Bowl. This is a Pro Bowl lineman. This is a Pro Bowl tight end. He's got 3 Pro Bowls. The voting process from the beginning we should discuss, but that's its own right thing. But just this whole thing, it's come on, what are we doing here? We're doing it for the commercial dollars on a couple million viewers on a random ass Tuesday that nobody's watching. A couple guys run around.
What should they do? What do you think they should do, physically? What could they do that we would watch?
I literally don't know. That's why I said I think it might be just okay to admit that something's run its course. You're never going to get rid of it because it still makes money. I'm not an idiot. It still is a television show. There's an audience and there's commercials for it, which is great. That's going to happen. But
Big Spike is about to be awesome, Jade. You've never seen it. Maybe don't judge it before you get a chance to see it. Linemen are going to be spiking balls onto a machine that measures the amount of power.
Ooh.
And then how about helmet harmony? This game shows players' knowledge of their teammate.
Love that.
Huh?
Love that.
Okay.
Just embarrass some guys.
A relay race, that'll be fun, because are we passing a baton? Are we doing the entire thing? Track baton for the NFL? And then satisfying catches presented by Snickers. Wide receivers, tight ends, and corners are put through a timed catching obstacle course. And then obviously the quarterback carnival is what they should be calling that one. Dan Orlovsky stole the show last year, which once again goes back to JJ's point. If Dan Orlovsky is the one stealing the show, maybe we shouldn't be doing head-to-head. You got a Madden game. That's fun. That's good content. Perfect. Punters and non-punters compete to punt footballs in the 6 large cups. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be good. The great football race, a 5-leg course that tests everything from kicking to agility to strength, a decathlon of sorts around football, tug of war, and then obviously flag football. It's the Pro Bowl game.
Let's go.
Love it.
is this broadcast on ESPN? Is it broadcast on
Pro Bowl game, Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl game's a Pro Bowl, the Pro Bowl games, the Pro Bowl, the Pro Bowl games. It's the Pro Bowl games, Jage. Yeah, it's on ESPN. Yeah, we're a part of the problem. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Starts tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern. Be a friend, tell a friend.
It's okay for me to admit that I don't like it or agree with it, and also I don't have a solution. So that I don't have the answer. I don't know what the answer is.
You're part of the problem, man. You know, you're in the problem business. I'm in the solution business. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for that second page of games, I would have been out. But once they turn this one right here is what really put me Pump Perfect.
Where's the three-legged race? You guys were talking about this three-legged race.
I think that's part of the football race. That's part of the football race.
Is that a one-man or a two-man race?
Hi-yo! Depends on who it is, obviously, Jake. But, yes, I concur. I think we all do. And this is the NFL, and I assume ESPN and all of its partners trying to figure out how we keep this as something that is of importance. And to your point about millions of people watching, this can outrate every NBA game, every single baseball game, every single NHL game. And, it is something that has a lot of history, being a Pro Bowler, to your point. We were the first.
Yeah, guys got to stop putting it in their contract, by the way, because you're going to get screwed on it. Like, don't put Pro Bowl in your contract because of the way the voting goes and everything. Like, even if you're very deserving, you might not get it. So just if you're a player out there, recommendation, probably wouldn't put Pro Bowl in there as an escalator.
Well, when we were growing up, the Pro Bowl out in Hawaii with the quarterback challenge and everything, and the 40-yard dash and the fastest man, yada, 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 the obstacle.
So cool. Larry Allen putting up 45 reps on the bench.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was like dream, like a dream to make the Pro Bowl someday in Hawaii. And then I made it my first year, and we were in Phoenix. Remember, it was like 24 degrees. We had to drive 3 hours into the desert for our practice. And there was really no events. There was no pool, and they didn't even rent out the entire hotel. You remember there was another conference happening in the hotel, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? They didn't want me to go pour concrete
humanity.
out in the middle of the desert or whatever. Humanity. It's like, I'm not doing that. I think I was up for the Walter Payton Man of the Year, and I skipped the
community event.
Yeah, I skipped I was up for Walter Payton Man of the Year, and they were like, "All right, Tuesday morning, you're going to go out and you're going to pour concrete in the middle of the desert." And I said, "No, I'm not." And they said,
"Bus was a little light that day."
See, Jage, I knew you were going, so that's why I said no. And I had to do a Rich Eisen 40-yard dash to make up for it, for St. Jude or whatever the case. And it was me. I think Witten was there. And then who's the DB that ripped Crabtree's?
Talib?
Yeah, Akeem Talib. I'm like, God, we weren't pouring concrete? Nope, me neither. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So, my kind of lost its luster immediately as soon as I got there. I'm like, what are we doing? This is the Pro Bowl. So if the NFL wants players to take it serious, what I would suggest is you take it serious, NFL. And if you want it to be a real thing, I think we're going to have to act like it's a real thing as opposed to what it has become. But nonetheless, congrats to Drake May making a Pro Bowl.
Hell yeah, Drake.